Quik-E video.
Hi there, and welcome to a new Plugin Guru Quickie video. My name is John Skippy Limcool. How are you doing? This is Quickie number 28, and we're going to be taking a look at two plugins that blew me away when I saw them at the NAMM show in January in Los Angeles, and you should know about them. They're both made from the same company, and they're going to change some things for a lot of people. I know of a number of my production friends that already use these on a daily basis for all sorts of crazy things. Wait till you see what they can do. It's like almost like black magic. Real quickly, my web videos are produced by my website and sponsored by my website, pluginguru.com. I have a sale. I have two sales going on right now. There's a multi-sale where you buy two or more libraries and save money. And I also updated the Massive Power Pack. The next video after this one, I'm going to show you. We're going to take Massive and we're going to start with 3 patches from the Power Pack and make the effect, the sub boom bassy thing, and the pitchy lead thing for the Harlem Shake. Anyway, those patches and some other ones went into the Massive library as a free update. It's now at 1.5. And I sent out a link to all existing customers of the Massive Power Pack to download it. If you bought this from Beatport or soundstosample.com, if you bought the Massive Power Pack there, send an email to me at john@pluginguru.com and include a copy of your sales invoice from when you bought it, and I will send you the updated patches as well. I don't have that database of sales, so if you bought it there, let me know, and I'll send you the patches. Just send me your invoice so I know that you bought it. All right, and also make sure that you join my Facebook page. News of sales, news of new plugins, music, all sorts of funny things get posted here. So please join the fun. Real quickly, check this out. Dum dum dum. What is that? Can't tell you yet, but the answer will be revealed soon. And it's awesome. It's so cool. So cool. Can't wait to show you. Anyway, so we're looking at Unveil from Zynaptiq first. So what does Unveil do that has everybody in a conniption? Well, here's the concept. There's sample libraries, there's Apple loops, there's other loops in your libraries. Maybe you're doing audio editing on a film. There's all sorts of situations where there's ambience that you don't want. Unveil is able to do some very complex analysis and in real time phase cancel out reverb. This is a typical example. In Contact, this is from 8DO, and it's a number of it's a percussion ensemble. And the samples have this ambience. And I wish it didn't have as much ambience, if not no ambience. So turn on Unveil. Compare that to this. Huge difference. Now with Unveil. So if you have samples that have ambience built into them and you go, oh, I wish I could get rid of that ambience. Here you can do it. As an example, let's mute that. Let me show you. There's a plugin that I use all the time called the Enveloper inside of Logic. And let me show you a comparison. Because it it tries to do the same thing, but it's doing it to volume totally. So here's what you get with Enveloper. Now, Enveloper is cool for doing the opposite of making ambiances really loud. But you hear the stair stepping, and it's because there's so much ambience in the sample, it's kind of like doing this threshold fade out thing, right? We'll bypass that, and let's play the same part now with Zynaptiq. Now, if this was to be just a solo part, you would probably want to go in and edit parameters here a little bit. These are EQ threshold parameters. You can limit the EQ, you can limit the reverb cancellation by frequency. If you bring it below a certain threshold, it won't remove that middle frequency as strongly as if it's all the way up. There's also 5 additional knobs here that allow you to tweak and customize the way that it's removing it. Like when I played down here, I pretty much nailed it to that. But when I went up to these samples, doesn't sound quite right. They might have recorded that on another day. They might have had a different microphone positioning, or maybe just something else. And so I could go into these parameters and play and edit it to change it and make it perfect or better. So there is one example. Let me show you a couple other examples. In the first demo track you heard at the beginning of this was a track that used Unveil on all these parts, which we'll do in a minute. It will kill the computer, I promise. It will totally redline, but it will show you what we can do. This is brass. Here's without. Oh, wait. Let's see. Mute these guys. That's built into the samples, that reverb, right? And like I said, I could custom tweak these a little bit. Let's get more presence. Here's focus. Focus is cool. It can go the opposite direction and it will take what you're hearing as the emphasis and remove it, so it's just reverb only. So let's listen to that. So these brass all of a sudden have a lot more presence, which will make them have a lot more impact and sound bigger in the mix. All right, so we'll do it this way. So we'll do a little audio show and tell for me playing it first here without Unveil. And then I'm going to play the audio recording that I did when I bounced it down before I started the screen capture so you can hear. So here's without Unveil. And here is the version with Unveil used in mix down of the track you heard at the beginning of the song. So here we go. See the difference? See, this is something you could use for a hip hop song or for a pop song. You can use certain loops that had ambience that made them not fit a certain category of music because it's just there's too much reverb. It just doesn't sound good, especially when you play it really loud. Now you can cancel it. So there, what it does is irreplaceable. There is no plugin I know of that does what Unveil does. It's the only one. That's why it was such a big, impressive thing to see at the NAMM show.